Hello kids, hope you are doing well and hopefully you must have completed the task which was given in the previous video. Okay, today we are going to start with the last topic of the lesson, that is evaporation. Okay, before that let us recall what we did in the last video. We had seen the interchangeability of states of matter. We had discussed about the various definitions related to the processes. Okay, and we had also seen the conversion sums. Hope you all are clear with both the concepts. Okay, let us begin with today's video. Okay, let us continue with the discussion about evaporation. Evaporation and boiling, they both are the same terms actually. In general, if I say that when the liquid gets converted into the water vapor, that process is known as evaporation or boiling. That is the common statement I am talking about. But in real, these both are the different terms. Okay, scientifically if we see, they both are different terms. Just observe the figure which is given, right? For boiling, external heat is given at the bottom side. You can see that very clearly, whereas in case of evaporation nothing such thing is given. So here we can say that for evaporation no external heat is required. Okay, but for boiling the external heat is obviously required. Okay, now why is this? Because evaporation is a natural process. If suppose you have kept a bowl filled with water, and after a week if you will notice, okay, what you have to do, you have to take water in a bowl, keep it at the room temperature, and after a week you have to observe what happens. So what will happen, that whatever quantity of water was there, that level has reduced. Or if suppose by mistake you have forgotten your water bottle in the school, and if suppose for few days or a week you are unable to go to the school, right? So what happens after a week or so, when you will take your water bottle back, and if water was there in your bottle, so obviously the level of water will be decreasing in that particular case. Why? Because evaporation has taken place. Okay, so in case of evaporation you need not to increase the temperature, and evaporation happens only at the surface level. That is, whichever molecules are present on the surface part, only those molecules are heated up. The bonding between those molecules will be broken up, and then that will lead to the change in state, that is from liquid to gaseous state. So for evaporation we did not to increase the temperature, it happens at any temperature. Now let us move to boiling. For boiling, as I said, that the temperature has to be increased. When we increase the temperature from the bottom level, whichever molecules are present at the bottom, they are heated up, their bonding will be broken, they will be lighter in weight, so they will rise up. Now above that, whichever molecules were not heated up previously, now they are exposed to the heat. Their force of attraction will be broken, they will be lighter, they will move to the surface side. So this way entire cycle will move on and on till each and every particles in the vessel are heated up and the bonding between them is broken up, right? So for this process, that is for the process of boiling, the temperature must reach at the boiling point, that is 100 degrees Celsius. If you keep any vessel with water, as soon as you keep, within a minute or so you won't be able to see any kind of bubble formation in that. Why? Because each and every particles are not heated up yet. So boiling will happen only when the temperature will reach at the boiling point, that is 100 degrees Celsius for water I am talking about, and when each and every particles are heated up, then and only then the bubbles will be formed and the liquid will start getting converted into vapor state. So in case of boiling, the entire mass or entire bulk is heated up, That is why boiling is known as bulk phenomenon. Whereas in case of evaporation, only surface particles are heated up, so it is known as surface phenomenon. Evaporation process you must have experienced in your day-to-day life also, right? One more example I would like to give you: when you go for swimming, right? When you go for swimming, only the topmost layer, that is surface water, is felt warm as compared to that which is found at the depth. Why? Because there also the process of evaporation is continuing. Understood with these two terms? Okay, so you have to learn the point of differences. Here I have given you. These are the point of differences between evaporation and boiling. Please go through each of the points. Write this difference for 3 times in your tuition book. Okay, you have to learn this. This is very important from exam point of view also. Okay, now let us start with the discussion of factors affecting rate of evaporation. They are surface area, temperature, wind speed, humidity, density and boiling point of the liquid. Please learn all these factors also. Okay, you have to learn it, write it for 3 times in your tuition book as well. Okay, we are going to discuss about each factor in detail. Let us start with surface area. Please observe the pictures I have given you. Just recall what happens if you are late for the school. You prefer to have milk which is given by your mama in a mug, or you prefer to use the saucer given with the mug. Of course, when we are late for anything, what do? We will pour, or we will cool it down by using the saucer. Why? Because the surface area is different in both the cases. Surface area means the area which is exposed to the environment, right? In case of mug or a cup, the surface area is low as compared to that of the saucer, right? So here we can say that less the surface area, lower the rate of evaporation. Why? Because the less quantity of liquid is exposed to the environment if the surface area is lower or less. Whereas if the surface area is more, the rate of evaporation will be faster. Okay, please go through it once again. You have to write it down for 3 times. It is very important. Okay, let us move to wind speed. Now both the cases you have experienced in your life. Okay, here I would like to give you all the examples which are related to us. Okay, in the first picture you can see mama has kept that cloth to get dry under the fan or with the help of the fan. And when you visit the beach and if you play with water, okay, if you go with your friends and all, you are completely wet because you played with your friends in water. So what happens? You stand there near the beach area for some period of time, and before you go home you are completely dried, right? Why such things are happening? Because the wind speed is more, the faster the rate of evaporation, and less the wind speed, lower the rate of evaporation. Hope you are clear. जैसे जैसे विंड की स्पीड बढ़ेगी, रेट ऑफ इवापोरेशन बढ़ेगा, एंड विंड स्पीड घटेगी तो आपका रेट ऑफ इवापोरेशन भी घट जाएगा. ओके, let us move to temperature. You must have seen your mama drying clothes under the sunlight. Or second picture, just have a look. You have to fill a glass of water and keep it in the sunlight for a day. Okay, keep it at the sunlight at around 10 o'clock and take the glass back around 5 or 6 o'clock. You will see that the level of water has reduced. Why? Because during the afternoon time the temperature is rising because of the sunlight, right? And in case of drying clothes, of course you must have noticed that during the summer season, that is now, just now what we are facing, right? We are facing the summer season, right? Okay, so during the summer season the temperature is more, and due to that anything which you keep for drying in the sunlight, it gets dried easier within the short period of time. So here also, more the temperature, faster the rate of evaporation, and less the temperature, lower the rate of evaporation. Okay. Next is density and humidity. For this I have given you, for density I have given you the example of honey. Okay, you have to try this if you wish. Take few drops of honey in your one palm and take few drops of water in other palm. Sit for half an hour. What happens? Honey will remain as it is, whereas water will get evaporated easily. Why? Because honey is denser than water, and because of that the water has got evaporated easily. Now in case of humidity, what do you mean by humidity? The amount of water present in the atmosphere. Humidity is found more in monsoon season. You must have experienced this, right? Monsoon season में आपने अपनी मम्मा को देखा होगा. She is keeping clothes for drying either under the fan or she is spreading perfectly somewhere in your house only, because outside it's raining and it's not possible to dry clothes outside. So in that case what she does? She is keeping clothes under the fan. Now if suppose she is not keeping the clothes under the fan and without fan she is allowing clothes to dry, what happens? The clothes will get dry, but it will take 3 or 4 days, of course. Why? Because the weather is already humid. The atmosphere or the surrounding is already having enough water molecules that the surrounding is unable to accept more quantity of water, and because of that reason in humid weather the clothes are not getting dried easily or at the faster rate. So more the density and humidity, lower the rate of evaporation, and vice versa. Okay. The last is boiling point of a liquid. Here I have given you two new terms, volatile and non-volatile liquids. What are volatile liquids? Liquids which get evaporated easily. Now why they get evaporated easily? Because their boiling point is lower. Okay, whereas in case of non-volatile liquids, of course they do not get evaporated easily. Okay, so higher the boiling point of liquid, lower the rate of evaporation, and lower the boiling point of liquid, faster the rate of evaporation. About this we will discuss a little bit in a later slide. Okay, you have to remember all the factors and how do they affect the rate of evaporation. Write it for 3 times. This is very important from exam point of view. Okay. Now let us begin with evaporation cause cooling. In an open vessel, the liquid keeps on evaporating. The particles of liquid absorb heat from the surrounding to regain the energy lost in the evaporation. This absorption of energy from the surroundings make the liquid cool. Now what this statement tells? This statement tells that when you are keeping anything open, that is if you have taken liquid, if suppose I told you people to keep a bowl with water, keep it at the room temperature. So what happens? Of course the water molecules will absorb heat from the surrounding to get evaporated. Now some heat energy is lost by the water molecules. उसको बैलेंस करने के लिए क्या होगा? वापस वो वाटर मोलिक्यूल सराउंडिंग से हीट एब्जॉर्ब करेंगे to change water molecules into the vapor state. So this way the entire cycle will go on and on. पानी लिया है बोल में, वो हीट एब्जॉर्ब कर रहा है, हीट एब्जॉर्ब हो रही है तो क्या होगा? तो ऑफ कोर्स इट विल कॉज कूलिंग. So we can say that whenever evaporation is happening, it causes cooling. Okay. One more example I have given you. Cooling of a deodorant on hand. You are using sanitizer right now. Okay. because of COVID-19. When we applied sanitizer in our palm, we get cooling sensation, right? Why do we get cooling sensation? Because whenever we take few drops of deodorant or few drops of sanitizer in our hand, that liquid will absorb heat from our body. Are you getting my point? So because of that reason, we will get the cooling sensation. Okay, so when perfume is put on our palm, it feels cold because the particles of matter gain energy from our surrounding or from our palm and evaporate at a fast rate, causing our palm to feel cold. Please remember both these reasons. Please write it down for 3 times because this is also asked in give reason for 1 or 2 marks. Okay, write it for 3 times and learn both the things. Okay, let us move further. I have given you few pictures here. Earthen pots, this question is asked, and a glass from where you can see some water droplets. Now what is the concern about these 3 pictures? Now about this, questions are asked in your textbook also. So let us begin with earthen pots. Earthen pots means मटके का पानी. हमें मटके का पानी क्यों पीना चाहिए? Or you must have seen this earthen pot at your home also. You must have heard from your grandparents or even from your parents that it's better to use मटके का पानी, right? Especially in summer season. Why? Because I have experienced this actually, that when you take water from this earthen pot, it is a little bit cooler than what you get it from the other metal vessel. Why? Because the walls of this earthen pot is having some pores, that is tiny holes, through which the evaporation is continuously taken place. Okay, are you getting my point? What I am trying to say, that due to the small holes or capillaries present in the walls of the earthen pot, the water oozes out slowly. Oozes means kind of diffusion. Okay, as it comes out on the outer surface of matka or earthen pot, it evaporates. The heat energy needed for evaporation is taken from the water kept in the earthen pot, and as a result, water kept in the other pot becomes cold. Hope you are clear now. Okay. Second question I have asked, we usually wear cotton clothes in summer. You should know the answer to this question because this you have already learnt in your previous standard. The common is cotton is a very good absorber of sweat, right? The other thing is that in summer we perspire a lot. So to keep our body cool, we must wear cotton clothes. Since they are good absorber of water, they absorb sweat quickly, and then this sweat is exposed to the atmosphere for easy evaporation. For that, obviously it is going to absorb heat from our body. Then and only then that sweat will be evaporated, right? And due to that evaporation, we will feel a little bit cool. Okay, so we usually wear cotton or light colored clothes. Why light colored clothes? Because they reflect the sunlight. Okay, so please remember this also. Now the next picture I have given you of a glass. If you have taken chilled water or ice cubes in a glass, after a minute or so you will be able to observe the droplets outside the container or the glass. Why? Because the temperature inside the glass is cooler as compared to that of outside. So of course the exchange of heat will take place to get the conversion of that solid state to liquid state. Ice cube को पिघलना तो पड़ेगा ना, right? So for that it will absorb energy or heat from the surrounding, and due to that change in the temperature, the vapor will cool down, condensation will take place, and because of that reason we can see the water droplets outside the or outer surface of the glass or a water bottle. Okay, so these are very important give reasons. Okay, 2 marks maximum they are asked for. So please learn each and every, give reason, write it for 2 times, 3 times in your tuition book. Okay, so that's all for today. Majority of the content is already covered, only one topic is left. For that I'll send you the video soon. So please go through each of the content of this today's video, because everything is extremely important from exam point of view, especially for 2 or 3 marks. Okay, we have seen evaporation and boiling, the differences between them. Then we had seen the factors which affect the rate of evaporation. We have discussed each factors in detail. You have to write it down for 3 times in your tuition book. Okay, and send me by tomorrow morning. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.